My name is OLORUNTOBA Yusuf. Good to have you join us on the show today.
And my name is DENIKE You're welcome to the Break of Dawn this beautiful Monday morning. We hope you're already having a fantastic one. We start off with the front pages, of course. We have the Punch, the Vanguard, the Guardian, the Daily Post. I'm going to be starting off with the Punch newspaper this morning.
Yeah, let's start with the Punch.
All right, this one says Tinubu tax panel asks states to suspend low revenue taxes. Dangote refineries plan supply to 150,000 Ipman stations. Foreign medical school bills gulped $1.58 billion in 6 months, according to the CBN, and that's on the business side of things on the Punch. NNPCL to pay royalties, taxes from $3.3 billion Afrexim loan. Senate will summon Wike over kidnapping epidemic. Kingibe. ACF protests relocation of CBN units. FAN headquarters to Lagos. To the major story, kidnapping epidemic. Banks enabling rapid growth of abduction industry, according to experts. Goods destroyed as fire guts 10-story Lagos market building. NSCDC foiled 48 bandit attacks on schools, Commandant General. Forensic probe of Ibadan blast to determine next action. Federal government, Edo APC government aspirants banking on federal government support. Information Commissioner. NDLEA nabs alleged owner of tramadol hidden in supplements. Family worries over missing banker in Ogun. Family paid ransom for abducted Al Qadriya's girls' releases, according to the uncles. Goods destroy. Okay, taking that one before. I'll just take one more and we move on to another paper. This one says Edo police arrest 3 for stealing cars during church service.
Right, let's go to the Vanguard now. On the front page has a very interesting headline. Wrong time to fall sick in Nigeria as costs of medicine skyrocket. Patients lament, skip medication, seek alternative treatment. Experts worry, propose an urgent solution. Front page of the Vanguard today. Page 5 has details. AFCON Super Eagles target Group A top sports. That's on the sports side of things. How abuse of ways and means worsened inflation in Nigeria. With the riders, further rise expected in the first quarter of this year. More controversy trails securitization of ways and means. Economists, analysts caution federal government over CBN's act. It will take 40 years to resolve the current problem. That's according to the analyst, front page of the Vanguard today. Abuja Chamber of Commerce, Tinubu, inflation is squeezing business. That's on the front page as well. We expect citizens to challenge us over budget performance. That's Atiku Bagudu. How troops rescued Nabia's sisters, other Abuja kidnap victims. That's on the front page of the Vanguard this morning.
We move over to the Nation newspaper. Kidnapped sisters, our ordeal in 19-day captivity. 4 floors affected in Mandela's building fire. Ribado leads Ibadan blast probe. And this one says Tinubu calls for global tax system review. NPA bets largest container vessel at Lekki port. Minimum wage panel ready this month, says federal government. Nigeria leads global stock markets with 10.8 trillion naira gain. And this one says lawmaker supports widows. Away from that one, still on the Nation newspaper, Lagos to establish more mega food parks. Government seeks collaboration with agro dealers on food security. And finally, Nigeria to modernize radar equipment at 5 airports.
To the Guardian now. Skepticism over inflation, insecurity and economic outlook. Front page of the Guardian. It has a chart showing the rate of depreciation of the Naira and our inflation numbers have been skyrocketing for some time now. Court orders CBN to release MTN's fund repatriation details. Front page of the Guardian as well. Stop Akpabio Tajin Abbas from increasing budget. Syrup tells court. Lagos bans single-use plastics. Once against indiscriminate storage of combustible items. Leadership hurdles for opposition parties' merger and mega structure. That's an analysis on the front page of The Guardian today. About 50 billion property lost in Ibadan explosion as government ends rescue operation. Averting catastrophe of brain drain in the health sector. Another editorial there on the front page of The Guardian. Niger Delta youth to shut flow stations cut crude oil output. Falana urges state to abolish pension payment to ex-governors. Front page of The Guardian today.
Daily Trust newspaper. First story here says NUC blames parents over illegal degree awarding institutions. I can't reach Wike over insecurity in Abuja, FCT Senator. Nigeria Daily weighs Nigerians put themselves at risk every day. Safeguarding investors, Enugu's vigilance against illegal land transactions. ACF rejects relocation of CBN fan offices. And some more stories says 21, all right, away from that one. Police rescue man abducted on Abuja highway. Kidnappers release more Abuja residents. Would have eliminated Nnamdi Kanu from his hideout. This is coming from Buhari. And finally, from the Daily Post newspaper, Nigeria Daily, real reason insecurity persists in Abuja. That's an editorial out of the Daily Trust.
All right, then I'll go to the Daily Post now. Rising insecurity. Nigerian stars federal government on solution and identity of bandit sponsors. Adelike's government blames ex-governor Yetola for rot in Osun State education sector. Fire guards Mandela's building in Lagos Island. Governor Kefas expresses concern over decay in Taraba civil service. Jakba, you can wake up as minister and governor in Nigeria, Amechi to youth. Buhari favored Nnamdi Kanu, stopped government from eliminating him, says Femi Adesina. Front page of the Daily Post. Nabia's siblings finally regain freedom from kidnappers. Stop Akpabio Abbas from increasing own budget. Serap, others urge court. Kidnapping, $460 million Chinese loan for CCTV cameras in FCT is a total failure. That's according to Shehu Sani, the Daily Post this morning.
And some stories out of the Premium Times before we go on our first commercial break of the morning. This one out of the Premium Times says, interview how our approach Super Eagles game against Guinea-Bissau. That's Pissarro. And that's on the sports side. Away from that one, police free kidnapped Abuja residents. This is an updated one. And this is coming from the officials. Exclusive Vice Chancellor's lawmakers set for showdown over alleged extortion scheme. 1 dead, 10 injured in Kaduna explosion. Government speaks on reported demolition of buildings in Enugu State. Tinubu calls for review of global tax system. Affirms commitment to multilateralism. Away from that, Tinubu seeks financing mechanism. Equitable capital market access for developing countries. Malabo, EFCC queries prosecutor for declaring no evidence of wrongdoing against Adoke others. And finally, Soludo's suspension of monarch, arrest of guest during live TV, and other top stories in Southeast. All of that from the Premium Times newspaper. We go on our first commercial break. When we return, it'll be time to dive into some of the stories. Do stay with us.
You're listening to 32 FM 94.9.
What takes a plate of jollof rice to the next level of goodness? Is it when it is cooked with no seasoning cubes for that sumptuous taste? Or when you serve it with correct Nigerian salad, cabbage, carrot, lettuce, and a bit of kidney beans? Ooh.
It's both. Season your jollof with the rich taste of Knorr cubes and serve with plenty of vegetables. So go ahead and elevate your meals. Today, eat for good.
So you mean I can fly from Lagos to Paris to London and fly back to Lagos all in one promo? And if I don't want that, I can win a whole house?
Now you're getting the gist.
Recharge 50,000 naira or more within a month, and you could be among the 100 winners of business class tickets from Lagos to Paris to London. If you recharge 100,000 naira or more within a month, you could be one of the many winners of a premium bungalow in Nigeria. The more you recharge, the more you stand to win. T's and C's apply.
Glow Unlimited.
Be part of the moments to remember with AFCON 2023 on DSTV. Experience Africa's biggest football tournament with all 52 thrilling games live and in HD the way you like it. Enjoy expert commentary that will blow your mind.
It's a gorgeous finish. Super goal.
And the finest analysis to keep you in the game. Live your pride, passion and love for Africa's beautiful game from the 13th of Jan to the 11th of Feb on Supersport or anywhere on DSTV Stream.
Golden Chance Lotto. Shey you dey gbadun games? Shey you dey play Lotto? Shey you go like to play Lotto without stressing? You no go kiosks. You fit no even play online. Make you no worry for data. Golden Chance Lotto dey here for you. Make you dial *7005# with your MTN line for any phone to play and win big. You fit even check games results and you go collect wetin you win with the USSD. Play any of Golden Chance Lotto indoor and Ghana games. No forget, our indoor games dey easy to win. Golden Chance Lotto don give you a better way to become a millionaire. No forget, *7005#.
Kí ló ń sún ọpọ́n ìrẹsì jọ̀lọ́ọ̀fù lọ sípele ìgbádùn tó ga? Ṣé tí wọ́n bá sè é pẹ̀lú kóró náà fún adùn tó kà màmá yẹn ni? Tàbí tẹ́ ẹ bá jẹ́ pẹ̀lú ojúlówó sàláàdì Nàìjíríà, èso kábéèjì, kárọ̀tì, lẹ́tùsì, àtẹ̀wà oníkíndìnrín díẹ̀.
Ó ní láti jẹ́ méjèèjì. Ṣé jollof rice rẹ pẹ̀lú adùn kóró náà kí o wá jẹ́ pẹ̀lú ọ̀pọ̀ ẹ̀fọ́. Ó yá, jẹ́ kí ọ̀pọ̀ oúnjẹ rẹ gbé pẹ́ẹ́lí. Lónìí, jẹun tó dáa.
Feel better about your life.
32 FM, 94.9, the antidote to depression.
Well, welcome back. Break It Down Papers Review right here on 32 FM 94.9, your laughter station. It's time for us to dive into the analysis now, break down some of the stories making headlines across the dailies. We have Mr. Femi Olukole joining us right now. Mr. Femi, great to have you. Good morning.
Thank you very much. OLORUNTOBA, good morning to you. DENIKE, good morning. Nigerians, good morning.
Okay, so let's start off with, let's say a bit of good news. The rescue operation by security agencies, to take away the girls that have been in captivity of the abductors for some time now. Of course, it generated controversy on social media with people crowdfunding, trying to raise the ransom money for the girls to be released. So, I mean, this is a bit of good news at least.
Well, we thank God that those girls came back alive, although we lost one of them, the most senior one among them, to those irresponsible elements. But we thank God that the remaining 5 came home. But honestly, there have been conflicting information about the release of the girls. I read one of the girls saying that the family paid ransom. I read that soldiers...
There was a joint operation with the police and the soldiers.
I'm coming. Yes. The soldiers say they were the ones that rescued the girls and some other ones. Police say it was a joint operation, but the soldiers were angry. They said they did not like the glory or their own glory being shared by any other person. That it is true that they are working together for a country, but the fact of the matter is that nobody should share out of the glory. That they were the ones that rescued the girls and handed them over to the police. That the Commissioner of Police in Abuja saying that is thankful to the Inspector General of Police for raising a tactical command to rescue the girls. Soldiers were so angry, according to that report, the report I read. However, the underlying information which makes us happy is just that the girls were rescued, and I think some other ones were also rescued. So that means that our security operatives could work if they want to work and if they are enabled to work. And that aside, I just want to beg federal government under President Bola Tinubu to try to identify the sponsors of this stealing of human beings, because it has become a lucrative business and it is embarrassing, very, very embarrassing. There is no foreign trader that will want to invest in Nigeria where he's not sure of his life and the money is going to invest in a system. So federal government should apprehend these people and punish them decisively, because that is the only way we can stop this nonsense that we have found.
And speaking of ransom payment, just a quick one. There's a report from the Punch newspaper that talks about the role of banks in this ransom payment, and it makes you think, why do we have BVN? Why do we have all these things if kidnappers can collect ransom? Do they keep the cash? Is it paid into a bank account? And I'm reading some of these accounts of different experts who have talked about how some of these commercial banks are aiding this, what you refer to as a lucrative business in kidnapping in the country.
Yeah, I also read that story. You see, if experts have identified that banks are culpable in this menace, honestly, I don't know what is stopping the Nigerian Security Advisor to beam his light on those banks and get their CEOs arrested and punished. Such banks must be sanctioned because they are endangering all of us. And aside from that, while I was reading these stories, I saw something told me that most of these interstate vehicles that are stopped by these kidnappers while making their journeys, I am beginning to suspect the drivers of those vehicles, because in most cases you hear that this driver bolted away, he ran away, and the passengers were ferried into the forest. So I'm beginning to suspect those drivers. So security architecture of this country must look into all those interstate motor companies, transport system. They should beam their satellite on those companies to ensure that we are not traveling in the enemy's vehicles.
All right, let's take a look at this story out of the Vanguard. The headline says, "Whatever you voted for is what you deserve." Amechi to Nigerians. And of course, he's saying that Nigerians deserve what they get, as they have always had the opportunity to vote. Now, I would say that when you put this statement by Amechi alongside the speculative assumption that in Nigeria votes do not count and mandates can be snatched or stolen, would you say that it's a rather ignorant statement to make?
Well, if you look at Amechi since the conclusion of the primaries of APC, Amechi has been so lukewarm, he's been so quiet, but his quietness, his silence is deafening. His silence is making a deafening noise. And if you look at the way that thing went, Amechi came second. And if you look at the way it went, how dollar was flying all over the place, how people were not serious. They were just making dollar. They rendered naira irresponsible. They crippled naira, and dollar was flying all over the place. And Amechi saw that, and he came to conclusion that no, some things were wrong. And then ever since then, that man has been quiet. So if he's now talking that people deserve what they voted, I think he's right. I'm on the same page with him.
But is it not, hypocritical of him? Because it looks like when these people are in office, it was part of the APC system, whether or not you like it.
It was.
I mean, even though the primaries didn't go his way, it was part of that Buhari administration. If we are going to assess Buhari government, you also assess his performance.
Of course,
is it not hypocritical of him to be talking about governance and everything after he was also part of that system for 8 years? He was governor, he was minister.
Well,
yes.
If you look at the body language or the unspoken language of Amechi is not criticizing the government in which he was a minister.
Yes.
He is trying to talk about the election that we had in 2023, saying that you deserve what you voted for. But thank God that you even raised it. We can now take it back to pre-2023 elections, where he was the chief campaigner for Buhari for the 2 times Buhari contested. So he too contributed in giving us what we voted and what we did not vote for. Because some people voted for Buhari, some people did not vote for him, some people rigged for him. So he is an architect of what we suffered for 8 years. And if he's now talking about what is happening now under this present regime, where things are harder than it was during Buhari administration, yes, I think it's right that people deserve the government they voted for. Whether they voted for the government, whether they participated in rigging for the government, whether in one way or the other they enthroned the government, we deserve what we are enjoying now. So
he also spoke on Japa, so that you can, of course, wrap it up together. He also spoke on Japa, and he said that he was trying to discourage people from leaving the country. He made a statement. He said, in Nigeria, you can wake up one day and become a minister. You can wake up one day and you become a governor, and all. He says it just happens. I don't know how the country operates. Waking up one day, becoming a minister, waking up one day, becoming the governor. Most people leave because they just want the basic things. Some people don't want to be ministers. They don't want to be governors. All this aspiration is too high. They just want the basic things.
Denike, I think because he was lucky to have emerged from poverty and risen to where he is today. He is lucky, and he thinks that that luck, every Nigerian can be that lucky. So he's wrong. Now, just like you rightly said, Denike, nobody is asking. Nigerians are not asking for too much. What they want is are the basic things: stability of electricity that will make them to ply their trade, and then at the end of the day, they sleep and sleep well. And water, portable water that will not give them diseases, waterborne diseases, good roads that will make them to go to wherever they want to do their businesses, and the security that will make sure that they sleep and they sleep well, and when they are moving along the street to do their businesses, they are safe. These are the things, the basic things that Nigerians are looking for. And those of them that are working for government, prompt payment of their salaries. These are the things Nigerians are asking for. They are not asking for too much. Nobody is saying that all of us want to be governors, all of us want to be president, all of us want to be ministers. No, but the nation as at now can now guarantee all these things. And some people believe that okay, look at somebody who graduated from university, polytechnic, and some colleges of education, and they are 30-something years old, they are moving to 40, and yet they are not married because they cannot afford to bring a woman under their roof. They don't even have a roof. They are still parasiting under the roof of their parents. The parents are still giving them money. So how do you tell that kind of tale to such a person? These are the things that make our young ones to travel in desert, to get perished in the ocean, just to cross to foreign land. And when they get to foreign land, it is not all rosy for them. The weather is so inclement. The nationals of those countries insult them a great deal, and they work like slaves just to make ends meet. The only thing that comforts them is just that the currencies of those countries where they are much stronger than our own currency, that when they change those currencies to our naira, they become millionaires. Just like that. So that's just the succor they have. It isn't that they are enjoying over there. So what makes those people want to jackpot is what must be addressed. Right. I hate people treating the effect without treating the cause.
Okay, let me just quickly squeeze this one in before we go on another break. We're coming back to your state now. The federal government, through the Minister of Solid Minerals Development, they've said that they want to get to the root or cause of that explosion, and they're waiting for a forensic report to determine the next line of action. Of course, the government, yesterday government also yesterday gave an update saying that 90% of victims have been discharged. They've moved it from the phase of rescue, search and rescue operation into proper investigation as well. Some Some people have even talked about how the Minister of Solid Minerals himself, Mr. Delalake, should have been in Ibadan, because from what the governor said as part of preliminary investigation, he said that it's illegal mining operations and those who are storing, explosives in that building in Bodija. So what do you make of federal government saying they've not spoken because they are waiting for the next line of action? They're waiting for a forensic report to determine the next line of action for them.
Toba, I think it's a welcome development because this is a nation. We should not be gambling, and we should not be talking through the rule of the thumb. So everything we have to do concerning that blast in Bodija must be scientific. And I love what Oyo State government has said, that there are so many houses in that area that will be stressed now, that are going through stress, and they can collapse later. So that is why they have to subject them to integrity test. And I want to tell Oyo State government and every government in the federation, it is not those houses that have survived the blast alone that may collapse. Do you know that so many houses in Nigeria today are being used for what they are not meant to be used for? Majority of them are being used as churches. And during my active days as a journalist, I covered the property, and I remember asking one of the structural engineers this question. So many houses are being used as churches, and all these vibrations that the houses are absorbing could weaken them and make them collapse someday. Any house that is not built as a church primarily and is now converted to being used for that kind of a thing and is absorbing vibrations will be weakened, and someday we collapse. So these are the things that environmentalists in Oyo State and other states should take cognizance of and ensure that no house should be used for what is not meant to be used for. So it is dangerous.
Okay, before we go on a commercial break, let's take this one by Femi Falano. Nigeria can't afford scandalous pensions for ex-governors. And according to the statement, it says many state governors voted themselves humongous pension payments and allowances. Many of the same governors chose not to pay the pensions and gratuities for their former workers whilst they were in office. It feels like this is an overbeating drum, but it seems like nobody's listening as regarding the scandalous pension, like he put it, for these ex-governors.
They will not listen because they are slave masters. They will not listen. It's only Benga Daniel, former governor of Ogun State, who told Ogun State government to stop his own pension. And he said the pension is just 500,000 naira per month. He said they should stop it because he's taking another salary in the National Assembly there. But majority of them who are governors, they have kept quiet. Even the president of this country, who started this thing, because he started it when he was retiring as a governor of Lagos State, and the packs, the retirement packs that Lagos State signed for him, in fact, is terrible. So he has not stopped it. He has not stopped it up till now. That means the president is still taking all these retirement benefits from Lagos, which one expects him to have stopped. And just like Femi Falana said, all these governors, for goodness sake, should know that the economy as at now cannot accommodate this their luxury, which they call a pension. And they worked for 4 years, maximum of 8 years, and they are enjoying all these humongous packages, while those who work for 35 years are not paid. When they are paid that, somebody told me that a permanent secretary in a state in the southwest here would only take something like 10,000 naira home at the end of the day after retirement, where somebody who worked for 4 years, maximum of 8 years, will be taking millions of naira because he was a governor, because he was a deputy governor, he was a minister, commissioner or minister or whatever he calls himself. This is criminal, honestly. There's no other name we can give it other than criminality.
Right, we'll go on another break. When we get back, it's time for you to chime in on the conversation via the phone lines and our Facebook page. Don't go away.
FM
94.9.
Hey, that's why you came this early morning. I even thought you were flashing when I saw your call.
Flash, Ke. I have upgraded, and this time I'll be the one to spoil you. So get ready.
Wait, don't tell me better thing has landed.
Yes, so Zenith Better Life promo is back with season 3, and I just won a 150k gift card.
Hooray! That's right. Zenith Bank is giving away gifts worth 150,000 naira each to 20 lucky customers every 2 weeks in the Zenith Better Life promo season 3. To qualify, simply open a Zenith Bank account and maintain a minimum of 5,000 naira. Request and collect a physical or virtual Zenith Bank debit card. Then download and register on the Zenith mobile app or register for *960# Easy Banking. This promo runs from June 1st, 2023 to May 31st, 2024 and is open to new and existing account holders. Terms and conditions apply. Zenith Bank, in your best interest.
Discover Lipton's flavorful and balanced taste. With our unique expertise, we select fine quality tea leaves from selected tea gardens around the world. Experience Lipton Yellow Label's flavorful and balanced taste in every sip. Discover Lipton's flavorful and balanced taste.
Meals have a way of taking us on a journey. And when you add plenty of vegetables like efo, ugu, and season with the rich taste of North seasoning cubes, even better.
So, go ahead and elevate your meals with more vegetables and the rich taste of Knorr cubes. Today, eat for good.
Hey there, tech enthusiasts! Get ready to ignite your world with the all-new Tecno Spark 20.
That's right! The Spark 20 with its stunning display and powerful features is here to redefine your smartphone experience.
We've also partnered with Google and MTN to bring you even more. With the Spark 20, Google apps, and loads of free MTN data, your digital life just got smarter and more connected.
Grab your Tecno Spark 20 today and step into a world where style meets technology.
Tecno, stop at nothing.
Official partner of the Africa Cup of Nations 2023.
Be part of the moments to remember with AFCON 2023 on DSTV. Experience Africa's biggest football tournament with all 52 thrilling games live and in HD the way you like it. Enjoy expert commentary that will blow your mind.
It's a gorgeous finish. Super goal.
And the finest analysis to keep you in the game. Live your pride, passion, and love for Africa's beautiful game from the 13th of Jan to the 11th of Feb on SuperSport or anywhere on DSTV Stream.
You're listening to 32 FM 94.9.
All right, thank you for staying tuned on the Break of Dawn Papers Review on 32 FM 94.9. It's time to open the phone lines to take some of your reactions on the show this morning. The numbers 0705 5000 949 and 0809 7000 949. We're also live on Facebook. It's facebook.com/32FM 949 Ibadan. Of course, please like and share the video.
Raja Fiz Abidemi says, Morning Toba, DENIKE and the analysts in the studio. On the issue of kidnapping that is rampant in Nigeria, we expect President Tinubu in a different approach to curtailing banditry and kidnapping. First is to go get the list of sponsors of Boko Haram, both home and away, and to also engage youth in this country, a security outfit like Peace Corps, and carry out proper questioning, prosecute and jail them if they are found guilty. That alone will send the right signal to all of them.
Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Hello?
Morning.
Hello, good morning.
This is Onolapo Kazim from Ibadan. I want to speak on the banditry and insurgency that we are facing in the case of kidnapping. Now, we should do is this: the southern part of Nigeria, they should present a common front approach to the federal government that they want to secure their territory in such a way that every region of this southern part, they should have their own police. Are you getting it now? Like Amotekun should be strengthened to the extent that they can even use sophisticated weapons to fight the insurgency. Then another thing is this: every state government in the southern part of the country, they should approach their state house of assembly and they should pass a law that every kidnapper arrested in their domain should be killed publicly. when that is happening, you will see that some of these kidnappers, they are going to leave the southern part of the country. No, let them continue in their northern part of the country. The state governors there, if they like, they should continue. We're looking at them.
All right.
That's a lot. Balkis Anodra says, I'm not a pessimist, but kidnapping will not cease in Nigeria as it's now seen as a lucrative business for the evil perpetrators. These kidnappers communicate with the families of the victims via call, have bank accounts, and on some social media platforms, not concealing their evil identities. Why is the federal government unable to trace and apprehend these criminals despite the existence of NIN and BVN? They're always proactive in apprehending citizens who say something against the government, but not people disrupting the peace of the nation. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning. Please turn down the volume on your radio.
Okay. Hello?
Hello, we can hear you.
Good morning.
Good
I'm
morning.
Joseph
All right.
from Challenge. The issue of kidnapping, I believe we should not leave everything to federal government. Let state government, what are they doing? Let them make sure they are serious about this. Because it will be difficult for federal government to man 36 state bushes and forests. If every state, they should be the one who will, at least this phone, you can identify where somebody is calling. If you go to the network company, if you can identify where the person is calling for ransom, it can be captured. The state governors should be more serious about their things. You be more security conscious and make sure develop a system that if you kidnap, you can hardly escape it. The second thing I want to say is that it's about the guests. There are things you don't say. Like all this one, by dollars was disputed in Abuja. We were not there. You cannot look from social media and be using it to ridicule others. You say dollars are disputed. Are you there? Thank you.
Right.
All right.
Mr. Femi, you want to respond?
Thank you very much. I'm not a politician, but I'm a journalist. So whether I was there or not, whether it happened or not, I don't need to argue with you. But Nigerians knew what happened. So I'm a journalist, not a politician. Now, about the governors manning their states. If this country is not restructured, if it is not restructured, it will be difficult for the governors to do what you are talking about. Now, the Southwest governors came together, they formed Amotekun. What are the Amotekun personnel? What are they carrying? Something like a cassava stick. Will you now match that one with the sophisticated weapons that the kidnappers are holding? And the federal government then, under former administration of Muhammadu Buhari, refused to grant them license to have sophisticated weapons. I mean the Amotekuns. So, and aside from that, you talked about tracking. The ability to track belongs to federal government, not any state. So if this country is not restructured, the governors will be crippled. They will not be able to function properly. So that one must be stated.
Right. Raja Fiz Abiola says, morning Denike and Toba. About the integrity test for the houses in the blast area of Bodija by Oyo State government is a welcome development. This is necessary so as to prevent another danger in the future. In addition, government need to take a look at the underground water of that area because the majority of those water may get contaminated due to effect of the explosive materials. This is also necessary to prevent the epidemic of diseases as time goes on. God bless Nigeria. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
My name is Benga Mario, calling from Apacha. On the issue of some former governors receiving gratuity of 500, a pension of 500,000 naira in a month, I think it's absurd. Somebody working for the government as a civil servant for 35 years. I know of someone who is collecting not up to 5,000 naira monthly per pension. Calculate that per year. How much is that? Considering the living wage of the country for now. And the governor is collecting over 500,000, amounting to close to 10 million naira in a year. And I'm telling us you are just collecting a stipend. If I can have 10 million naira, of course, I won't be, I think my life is better off for now. So I think those pensions should be reduced or stopped. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you.
0705 5949 and 0809 7949. Those are the numbers. We're also live on Facebook. It's 32FM 949 Ibadan. Mr. Femi, you want to talk about this one out of the Vanguard, the health section. Okay. Hello. Okay, according to this one, it says wrong time to fall sick in Nigeria as cost of medicines skyrockets. So what's your reaction?
There is no right time to fall sick. But the only thing is that I just want to beg Nigerians not to deliberately fall sick. Don't go and do anything that will injure your health, because those drugs, the prices of those drugs are not within the reach of Nigerians. And whether anybody wants to hear it or not, there is no average level Nigerians now. It is the rich and the abysmally poor ones that we have now. No middle level. It has been collapsed now. And those of you that know experts in agbo, all these local herbs, you can take them, because don't just die. Don't allow them to kill you, because this economy can kill. So let nobody do anything that will enjoy his health.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. I'm Tara Gilori. I line with the line that woman who said that there is that the southern system of Afro Assembly the enacted law whereby all those executed. So I line with that. It will be that when these people were.
Okay, we lost that one. Another comment on Facebook.
Akikume Camille says any election in Nigeria is not free from dollarization, even including the NUJ election. Election in Nigeria is not free. However, the state governor should do more in terms of security, not leaving everything to the federal government. It's not all the problem the federal government provide solution to. I guess that comment is response to what you said about being a journalist. That even the NUJ, the election is not entirely credible.
Even students' union.
Yes.
The National Student Union election that took place the other time, they even took dangerous weapons there. So, I mean, I don't know what is wrong with us in this country.
Hello, good morning.
Even students.
So it's not about the politicians.
It's not
anymore.
about the
I even remember there was one NLC election that was so bad that they had parallel votes.
Yeah, it's true.
Yes.
It's true. So I think something is wrong with us.
This is our final call. Hello, good morning.
Yeah, good morning, madam. My name is Tayo. I'm calling from Mountain. Please, I line with that speaker who said that the terrorists were executed. That the state houses of service were not enough, whereby terrorists will be killed in their respective states. I like with that. You see, the reason being that, sometimes in 2017, this Okoram, they died into Ghana. And Ghana head of state, the president at that time told them that in order to agree in Nigeria, please don't try it here. If you are caught, you will be executed. And they gave them 48 hours to leave Ghana shore. And then before 48 hours, all these Okoram, they exited from Ghana. So it appears people still keeping these Boko Haram and all these insurgents growth. I think it should gear up and take up its responsibility as the president of Nigeria and commander-in-chief of the armed forces. Good morning.
Right, thank you.
Thank you very much. It's time for us to go. Mr. Femi, any final words?
The day we stop ethnicity and religiosity, we will find solution to problem of insecurity.
All right. Thank you so much, dear listener, for doing this with us on the show. The Break It Down Papers Review returns tomorrow, same time. My name is DENIKE Adimuwago.
And I am OLORUNTOBA Yusuf. The Smart Kids show is up next.